Maximizers, welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, I want to say welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining my live. I'm going to tell you a little bit about who I am. I am Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer. I'm a business coach. I'm a business coach for new business owners, and I help them put the pieces together in their business so that they can reach their next level. For a lot of them, their next level is to make their first $1,000 in business at one time. A lot of them, the next level is actually making sales in their business, setting up their social media. While I help you in the beginning stages of your business, put the pieces together. Okay. Hi, Dee. And I have been in business. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Natalie. I have been in business since 2018. I started my business as a YouTube channel. When I started helping women coupon and budget because I have couponed since 2008. Hey, is it Vanessa? Hey, Vanessa on TikTok. I've been couponing since I was 18. I couponed my whole adult life and I started my YouTube channel teaching women how to coupon. And I built a six-figure business teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, and how to save money. As a result of that, I started helping women start side hustles because my clients that I helped save thousands of dollars said, "Hey, Crystal, we've saved money, we've paid off debt, we've bought cars, we bought RVs, we paid for our kids' college. Can you teach me how to make more money?" Because you get to a certain point where you can only save so much and your income is set if you have a 9 to 5. Now, people who work hourly, you can work overtime, but overtime every week is not guaranteed. And you don't want to get used to living at the overtime level because overtime is not always available. So they came to me and they're like, "Crystal, teach us how to start a side hustle." And I was like, "Okay, I can do that." So in 2020, I started teaching my clients how to make money. I fell in love. I absolutely positively fell in love with teaching women how to make money. I would love to know where you are watching from. So let me know in the comments what city, what state, what country you are watching from. And if you have a business, tell me your business in the comments. I don't teach couponing anymore. If you have a business, let me know your business in the comments. So in 2020, I started teaching women how to start side hustles, how to start businesses. And since then, I helped over 30 women start and grow their businesses. And I fell completely in love with it. Being able to help someone change their life by doing something that they like, being able to make money on their own terms, it helped me feel like I was making an impact. It brought me so much joy and it helped me figure out my next passion in life, which is to help women start and grow their businesses. I started my business with $0 and 0 cents on YouTube. Okay. And it just it lit me up in a way that I never thought I was going to be lit up. But I had to start teaching people what I knew, which was couponing, budgeting, meal planning in order to get to the business coaching, right? Angelina is here in Virginia, from Virginia. Hey, Angelina, thank you so much for joining. I'm live on all my platforms, my TikTok, my Instagram, both of my YouTube channels, and my Facebook page. So I would love to know where you're watching from and what your business is if you have a business. So in 2023, I decided that I was only going to teach women how to start businesses. For 3 years, I did both. I helped women coupon, budget, meal plan, save money, and I helped women start businesses. But in 2023, I had a moment with Jesus and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my own advice and I'm going to do what I love. And I love helping women make money. Nothing bad happens when women make more money. My biz bestie is here. She's a business growth strategist for creative introverts, and she's in the DMV. So I realized I need to take my own advice and help women start businesses. That's what I decided to do. In 2023 was my first year doing that. Oh, I'm about to come into my first year because I started in about March doing that exclusively. Okay. So Brittany is here. She says she loves my advice. Thank you, Brittany. Angelina is here. She says she wants to start a candle business. Hey, I would love to help you. I'm going to share some tips. Actually, I'm going to share tips tonight on how to build your audience. How to build your audience on social media as a business owner, not as an influencer, not as a content creator. We're talking about as a business owner. Since I started that business in 2018, y'all, I have made over $300,000 on the internet. I have made over $300,000 and I do not sell a physical product. I only sell coaching. I only sell classes. I don't even sell courses. I sell me helping you, holding your hand, walking you to the money promised land. That is what I sell. So I'm going to share with you my top tips for building your audience on social media. So I'm live on all my platforms. I respond to every comment. So please let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your business is. I'm going to respond to the comments that I see. And then we're going to dig into tip number 1. We're going to dig into the first tip to help you build your audience when you are a business owner. Because, as I've stated before in my other lives, you cannot sell to an empty room. If you just started your business, or you started your business a few months ago, you started a social media account for your business, you cannot start off saying, buy my chapstick, buy my candle, buy my course. You cannot start your content off like that. You have to build an audience, because you cannot sell to an empty room. Before I start ranting, let me check these comments. Miss Cynthia is Dallas, Texas. I don't have a business, but hobbies that can be a business. Okay, Miss Cynthia, are you looking to turn one of your hobbies into a business? Let us know. Brittany says, I'm growing my virtual assistant business. Love that. Natalie says, I'm from South Dakota in a laundry service. Ooh, I love a laundry service. I love a laundry service. That is something that I feel like going into the next couple of years, people are going to be outsourcing their laundry a lot more, a whole lot more. I think that's amazing. You with the virtual assistant business, who was that virtual assistant? Let me see. My comments keep going so fast. Brittany, virtual assistant. Business owners, busy moms, entrepreneurs, they need that. Carlina said here, she says, I want to start a t-shirt business. Okay, what kind of t-shirts? What kind of t-shirts do you want to sell? Miss Cynthia says artist. Let's be a little bit more specific. What type of artist, right? What type of artist are you? Let us know. Okay, let's dig into this first tip to build your audience as a business owner. And this tip works for everyone, okay? For everyone. This is the most important tip when you are just starting out. I need you to choose one platform. At least for the first year, one platform that you're going to focus on. If you just started your business yesterday and you are trying to post on LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, okay, Threads, a podcast, you are going to burn yourself out. So my first tip for you when you are deciding to build your audience, you need to choose one platform. Okay, and I'm going to give you some tips on how you can figure out what platform is best for you. The first way is, what platform are you most comfortable with? What platform works the best for you? And in addition to that, where are the people that you're going to be selling to? What platform are they on? So let me give you some examples. If you are a career coach and you're going to be helping people get jobs, update their resumes with their cover letters, LinkedIn should be your first platform. I'm not saying that people are not on Instagram and not on TikTok looking for career advice, but when you think about LinkedIn, you think about going to work. Okay, you design shirts. You mean like custom shirts? Let me know what you mean specifically about shirts. I'm like jumping in and out of the comments. But when people think about getting a job, you think about LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn. You don't necessarily think about Instagram when you're going to a place to try to find content around careers, jobs. People are literally applying to jobs on LinkedIn. Okay. So if you have something in careers, LinkedIn may be the best place for you. If you are marketing to new moms are pretty much on every platform. You could be on YouTube, you could be on TikTok, you could be on Facebook, you could be on Instagram. There's a new mom group on every single platform. So based on what platform you are most comfortable with, the platform that you like the most, you need to pick one platform to build your audience. When you think about certain businesses, big influencers, content creators, they all built their audience on one platform and then they diversified. None of these content creators started on day one posting everywhere. At most, they were doing YouTube and Instagram, right? Or they were just doing Instagram. Or maybe they were doing YouTube and Twitter, okay? Maybe they were doing LinkedIn and Instagram. But no one was posting on all 70,000 social media platforms at once. If you look at Keith Lee, he's built a business, but it started on TikTok. Does he post on Instagram, absolutely. I think some of his videos are even on YouTube, but TikTok was his main focus. When we think about Jackie Aina, YouTube was her main focus. She posted on Instagram. Now she's really posting a lot on TikTok, but she built her audience and her following on YouTube. So as a business owner, you need to pick one platform because your job is to make sales, not to get brand deals, right? So you want to make sure that you pick one platform to focus on so you do not burn yourself out. Do not burn yourself out. Like trying to post on every platform is exhausting. Now, I'm live on all of my platforms right now because literally I can look at 3 cameras at once, but I didn't start off like that. I built my audience on YouTube first. My main platform has always been YouTube. And I would only post on YouTube and I would copy and paste and post on Instagram and Facebook. But I never, ever created new content for Instagram and Facebook. Today, I create fresh content for my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. And whatever else I post on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, literally those ideas came from the content that I created from my YouTube channel. So I didn't rack my brain and create anything else. But when I'm building my audience, we only focus on one platform. So my first tip for you is one platform. One platform when you're trying to build your audience. Yes, mom shirt, pictures on shirts. Okay, we can talk about that at the Q&A time if you're still here. Okay, so my second tip for you, okay, figure out who your ideal client is. Who is the person that needs to solve a problem that your business offers the solution for? So again, who is your ideal client? When it's time for you to sell your lip gloss, when it's time for you to sell your virtual assistant services, when it's time for you to sell your t-shirts, when it's time for me to sell my coaching programs, who is the type of person that you want to sell to? You need to get crystal clear on who your ideal client is, because that's the audience that we want to attract. But you cannot attract her or him or they if you do not know who they are. Okay? So you've got to sit down and you got to reverse engineer this. Thank you so much for those roses. Thank you so much for those roses. You've got to reverse engineer this. Okay? And I've talked about this on some of my other lives. You've got to sit down and you've got to decide, what problem are you solving with your business? Who are you helping with your business? When you sell your candles, who is it for and how does it help them? If your business doesn't solve a problem, you're not going to make sales. And I did I did a video about this on TikTok because I had someone say they wanted to start a candle business and I had to ask her to ask herself, what makes you different? What problem are you solving with your candles? Because I can go to Dollar Tree and I can buy a candle for $1. I can go to Bath and Body Works and buy a candle for $20. Or we can go to Macy's and I'm pretty sure they got $100 and $200 candles. Okay. So you've got to get clear on the problem that you are solving and who are you solving it for. Once you know who your ideal client is and the problem that you're solving for them, then you can be very intentional on the type of people you are inviting to your audience. Okay. I'm going to say this with love. When you are building an audience as a business owner, virality is not your goal. Your goal is to attract the ideal client that wants to buy what you are selling. So I would rather have an audience of 1,000 women who want to start and grow a business than to have an audience of 10,000 people who saw me go viral because I put the hottest song of the time on my video. If this makes sense, please give me some likes, share some yeses in the comments. Because I think sometimes as business owners, we get caught up in the social media hype of like, oh, we need to go viral. I honestly don't want to go too viral. If I go viral, I want to go viral to women who need help with their business. That's where I want to go viral. I do not want to go viral to every Tom, Dick, and Harry because they are not the ones that are going to buy from me. I don't want to go viral for dancing. I don't want to go viral for eating. I don't want to go viral for doing my hair. I don't want to go viral for any of that. I want to go viral for teaching you how to grow your business, for helping you grow your business, for helping you start your business. Let me go viral in front of those people, because those are the people that are going to buy from me, right? I don't want to go viral in front of a bunch of teenagers. They're not in the mindset or have the money or the energy to start a business, right? I want to be in front of the people that are going to buy from me. I want to attract the people that want to buy from me. So my second tip for you is I suggest you get very clear on who your ideal client is. What problem are you solving for them, right? Who needs their problem solved by what your business has to offer? Okay? So now you know who you are attracting. So let's recap. Tip number 1 to build your audience as a business owner is to choose one platform to post on. Second tip, figure out who your ideal client is. Who is your customer? Who is she? Where does she work? What does she need? Why does she need it? All the things. Get crystal clear on your ideal client, okay? So, my third tip for you, okay? Now we're going to talk about the content. Now, when it comes to building your audience, we want to focus on what I like to call connection content. So this is the third tip. You want to create connection content, and I'm going to break this down for you. When you are in the audience building stage, we are not going to be selling. So if you're selling candles, we are not offering our candles for sale. You're selling t-shirts, we're not offering our t-shirts for sale. I'm selling my group coaching program, I'm not offering my group coaching program for sale. The connection time period is when you want to connect, educate, and relate to the audience that you want to attract. So this is where you're going to be sharing content that connects, educates, and relates to the audience that you want to attract. Okay. So if I want to sell my group coaching program to millennial women who have a 9-to-5 that they do not want to stay at forever, I'm going to start with the what and why of starting a business, the what and why of having a business, why it's important to have a business. What does it mean to have a side hustle when you have a 9-to-5? How is it even possible to have a side hustle when you have a 9-to-5? How do you find time? How do you figure out what to sell? So you want to start with the what and the why of your industry. Why do women love candles so much? Why do candles help our confidence? How do candles help us relax? How do candles help us clean up the house, right? You want to talk about the what and the why and what makes your business different. Now, I'm not selling my group coaching program, but I'm going to talk about why I've decided to start this business and what sets me apart from everyone else. Why I'm the coach that you should work with. Because even when we are in a group program, you are going to get to talk to me. You are going to get individualized coaching from me in this program. And in most programs, when it's a brand new program, when you just started and you haven't made a consistent $3,000 a month, you don't really get to talk to the head coach. It's more of a course. It's more of an ebook. It's more done by yourself. I created a program and you just go through it. You don't have a way to ask me questions. Whereas in my coaching programs, you're going to meet with me live at least 3 times a month. I think all of my programs meet a minimum of 4 times a month. 4 times a month do you get to meet with me. And some of them it's even more than that. And in most beginner early stage programs, that is unheard of. So that is what sets me apart from it, right? Why is it important to have your own business? Because there's no glass ceiling when you have your own business. You are in charge of how much money you make. When you work at your 9-to-5, there's a scale. They can only pay you but so much. Even when you're in a sales role, You can only work a set amount of hours. You can't work 24 hours and get sales all the time. Yes, the income is uncapped, but there's a cap because you only work in 8-hour shifts. Whereas when you have your business, it's truly unlimited income. I get sales in my sleep. I could go to sleep and someone could buy something from KristenMaximizer.com and I can make a sale. When I'm working in my 9 to 5 as a sales agent, it don't work like that. So why is it important? Why you started your business? What people need to know about your industry? When I was teaching people how to coupon and budget, I used to love teaching people the tips and tricks and techniques of saving money. So you want to look at your industry. What are things that people don't know that they need to know? What are some myths? What are some things that are misconstrued about your industry? What are some myths that people think is true? Like people think that there was an app where you can just log into this app and use coupons everywhere. No, it doesn't work like that, right? Does not work like that. So I want you to dispel the myths. I want you to tell your story of how you decided to start the business. I want you to educate in your area of expertise. I want you to talk about the pain points of the ideal client that you're looking to help. If you're going to be making t-shirts for moms and their motivational t-shirts, why do moms need motivational t-shirts? Because life be hard. You got your kids, you got your spouse, you got work. Some moms are going to school. You got to deal with your parents. If your parents are aging, you're taking care of parents, you're taking care of kids, taking care of your spouse. You got to take care of you. Like the shirt helps me feel more confident. Like I can do this, right? So you want to put those parallels together in your connection content. So when someone scrolls by your page, we're going to talk about that in a second. They're like, ooh, I like her. I want to learn more. I want to relate to her. And I want to give you a true visual example. Are you ready? When I started doing this example, I could see it. And I was like, if I can see it, someone else can see it. So when it comes to building your audience and creating connection content, I want you to think about an auditorium, a big auditorium that has 1,000 seats in it. And it has a door, okay? That is your audience that you are building, okay? Outside of that auditorium, there's tens of thousands of people just outside, random people. They're just outside, but no one knows that you are in this auditorium. No one knows that you exist, okay? So we want to build our audience. That's when we're starting our platforms at 0. So the connection content is you opening up the door, putting a sign on the door that says, you know, I'm Crystal. I'm a business coach for new business owners. If you are interested in starting a business, ask me your burning questions. Okay. So you put a sign on the door. That's a piece of content. Then I'm going to hang a banner outside where everybody's dancing and playing and having a good old time. I'm going to hang a banner that says something that's the same. Then I'm going to stand outside that door. I'm going to project myself up on the screen and I'm going to just start talking to people. And I'm just going to start sharing with them the importance of starting a business. If you've wanted to start a business, raise your hand. And when 20 people raise their hand and say, come over here, let's talk for a second. Then I'm going to talk to them. And I'm going to say, if you want to learn more, come into my auditorium. Okay, I'll come in. And they come in. Now I've got 20 people in my audience, right? Then I share a little bit more, right? People in the auditorium, what are some things that you're struggling with? And they tell me what they're struggling with. I'm like, okay. Then I stand outside the door and I'm going to share some of the things that they're struggling with. I'm going to share some tips. I'm going to share some tricks. I'm going to share some techniques. I'm going to educate them in the area that the people in my auditorium told me about. And then guess what? 50 more people come into the auditorium because I was standing out there and I was connecting and I was being relatable and I was answering the questions of the people in the room, which I'm going to talk about that in a second too, right? So next thing you know, there's 400 people up in my auditorium. I've built a small audience, but you start small. And from there, that's when you'll be able to sell because you've built your audience. There's butts and seats. There's people that are like, oh, I really like her. Then there's going to be some people outside like, oh, I don't like her. And they're going to go away. And that's fine because everything is not for everybody. Your goal is to attract the people that want what you have, but also like you. I would not want to work with a coach that I did not like. And when we're building an audience, you want to build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And if you just look at yourself and you look at your spending habits, and when you take time to invest your money, you're investing your money in something you know, like, and trust. You take time to figure it out. You like it. You like them. You like the company, and you trust them. You've watched them. You've decided that you trust them. Then you spend your money with them. Very rarely do you see a cold ad for something and you just buy it. And I'm not talking about an influencer, a person selling it to you. I'm talking about you see a cold ad of something, or you get a cold email and you just buy. Most of us are like, let me learn a little bit more about this. Okay. So when you think about yourself and your buying habits, that's the same thing you want to put on to your content when you're sharing, because that's what the people that you are attracting are thinking. Let me get to know this person. Let me get to know their business. Let me get to know their company, and then I will buy from them. So my third tip is we are going to create connection content. And I also want to say that just posting videos with music and pictures is not always going to connect with your audience. Are those types of videos helpful in some cases? Yes. Yes, it is. They are helpful. But when you are a small business, people need to see you. People need to hear you in order to connect with you so that they can buy from you. We don't have the social proof or the business proof of Amazon or Walmart or Target. We don't have that yet. You have to build that one brick at a time. So if you have started a business and you feel like you are not making sales, and I want you to look at your content, are you connecting with your ideal client? Yes or no? And that will tell you a lot about why no one is buying from you. Okay? So my next tip for you is I want you to think of SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. Okay? So when we are thinking about our connection content, we want to give people a way to find us. Now, you hear a lot of the gurus say that hashtags are dead, right? I think posting 30 hashtags is dead. But people are searching the internet. People are searching in each one of our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. They're searching in the platform for what they want. So the way for you to be searchable, number one, hashtags. Make sure you have 3 to 5 relevant hashtags about what you are talking about. Also, you talking. If it's just music, Instagram does not know what category to put your videos in. TikTok does not know who to suggest your videos to if it's just music in the background. If you are not speaking and there's no words on the screen for them to SEO, search, categorize. I don't know if I'm saying the words right, but there has to be sound of you talking about it or words for the platform to say, all right, this is a food video. This is a candle video. This is a hair video. This is a business video. This is a money video. This is a couponing video. If it's just music, they don't know where to put you when you are just starting. So when it comes to SEO, you want to have 3 to 5 relevant hashtags. You can do a search on your platform of your industry, and you can filter by the last 30 days to see what hashtags are relevant in your industry. Your caption, write out 1 to 2 sentences of what your video is about. Because if someone's searching how to start a business, I want some of my videos to pop up. I want my content to pop up so they can watch a few of my videos, maybe subscribe, maybe follow me, depending on the platform, and they can decide if they want to learn how to start and grow their business from me. Does this make sense? So you want to have some captions, some hashtags, a caption, and then even words on your screen and titles. Titles specifically on YouTube, the titles are searchable, your description box is searchable. TikTok, all those words you put on the screen, the auto captions, they take the words from there and they categorize your video. So that's why when you're on TikTok, if you watch one budgeting video and you watch it for more than like 10, 20 seconds, TikTok's going to feed you more budgeting videos. That's why when drama is happening on TikTok and we see people go TikTok viral, it's because you watch that video, then TikTok's going to feed you all the stitches and all the duets with that same content, similar content, right? That's what you want for your videos in your industry. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they can only do that if you do your due diligence and you use the auto captions, you put titles down, you use some relevant hashtags, you write out captions in the description area. Does this make sense? Because when you are building an audience from scratch, no one knows you yet. You don't have any social proof. So people are going to find you by searching and by the algorithm suggesting you. I grew my first YouTube channel because my videos were getting suggested off the backs of other couponers on YouTube. So I had couponing hashtags in my description boxes. I had couponing description words. So like someone would watch somebody else's video with a bigger audience, and then YouTube would suggest my videos. And then people would find me from there. Then they'd watch one or two of my videos, and then they would subscribe, and that same cycle would happen again. Does that make sense? So you really want to think a lot about what your video is about, your content is about, and typing it out so you stay relevant in your industry. Okay? Whew, that was a lot. Let me get a sip of water. Any questions so far about building your audience? Any questions? My next tip for you, engage with the audience that you have. No audience is too small for you to engage. I think that we oftentimes forget, if you're standing in a room with 100 people, that's a lot of people. If you're standing in a room with 50 people, if you're standing on a stage and 50 people are in front of you, that's a lot of people. I think because we see these numbers on social media, we oftentimes forget that, like, that was actually a real person that watched our video, that joined our live, that subscribed to our channel. And in the beginning, as we grow, it does get a little crazy. I don't have a lot of followers. I have on some platforms I do, but I still do this. Engage with your audience. In the beginning, you need to be responding to every single comment, and it needs to be more than just thank you. Because on most platforms, this also helps with them suggesting your videos to people. If they see people watching your videos and they see people commenting, and then they see you commenting back, that is all engagement, and platforms will push it, especially on YouTube and especially on TikTok. If they see you engaging, they're going to push your content up. Okay. So respond to every comment with more than just a thank you. If your platform is TikTok, respond with the video. Love that. Your audience will comment more when they see you respond to other comments. I think it was probably a good 6 or 7 months where all I did was respond to comments on TikTok. I would post maybe like 2 videos a week, then I would just respond to comments. 2 videos a week and respond to comments. And most of my engagement, most of my videos was all responses to comments. Okay. Respond to every comment. I would set a timer, 15 minutes every day, 15 minutes every day, and just respond to your comments. I'll talk about live in a second. Respond to your DMs. Okay. Respond to your DMs. Your audience will engage more when they see that you engage with them. Respond to your DMs. Respond to your mentions. Engage with the people that are following you, because again, you don't know who's watching. Your videos may only be getting 200 views, but if the right 200 people are watching, those are the people that are going to become your loyal followers. Those are going to become the people that are going to become your loyal purchasers. They're going to become your customers and your clients. Okay? Engage. If you are on a platform like TikTok or Instagram and they have stories, show up in your stories. Share as much of your everyday personal life as you are comfortable with sharing. People love that. We're nosy. We're nosy. Share as much as you feel comfortable sharing. Show the behind the scenes of setting up your business, running your business, doing all the things as much as you feel comfortable with. Engage with your audience. If you can reply with a video, reply with a video. Literally. I caught myself not replying with videos on TikTok, and I just started going back. So you're going to see a lot of me, even if it's somebody who commented from 6 months ago. If it's something that I can give some help with, I'm going to respond to their comment. And now I put time on my calendar where I'm like 3 days a week. I put 30 minutes and I'm going to respond to as many as I can. And if I don't have any, okay, cool, I don't have any. But when I have questions, I'm going to respond to them. Okay? So my suggestion for new business owners, build your audience for at least 45 to 60 days before you start selling. So if you're still developing your product, you can start building your audience now. I built my audience on YouTube for about 9 months before I sold my first thing. I had well over 5,000 subscribers at that time. I grew really big on my YouTube channel before I started selling. My new YouTube channel, I think I had about 200 subscribers before I started selling. I sold over there sooner because I had these other platforms already and I was live everywhere else. I was like, I'm not going to not go live on my new channel and not sell over there. So I started selling when I had about 200 subscribers over there. But build up your audience for 45 to 60 days before you schedule a launch and you start to sell. Now, if you like these tips and they were helpful, please give me a like. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. And it's Build a Business with KRYS. If you like these tips and they were helpful, if you want to work with me, because I help women start and grow their businesses, I have group coaching programs available right now to help you. If you want to work with me, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram and say, I'm ready to start my business. I'm ready to grow my business. I need help with my business. If you're ready to invest the time and the money in yourself, it's for you. My group coaching programs start around $200 per month to work with me. And in my main group coaching program, we meet 5 times a month. So you get 5 coaching calls with me every month. We also have a group chat, replays, all the things. So if you're ready to invest the time and the money in yourself to get help growing your business, creating your social media plan, perfecting your offer, updating your pricing, figuring out your systems, delivery to your clients, let's work together. Send me a DM on Instagram or TikTok at Chris the Maximizer, KRYS the Maximizer, and let's chat about what it would look like to work together. I have some bonuses right now where you get some one-on-one calls with me if you join me in my group coaching program, the Side Hustle Society. So just send me a DM and we can chat about working together, okay? Someone says, tell me about doing a live for the first time. So I love going live. If I never had to create a recorded piece of content, I wouldn't. I would literally just go live. I love going live. I feel like this is the best way to engage with my audience. I like answering questions. I like being in the moment. When I'm live, I have a different type of energy than when I'm sitting here recording and talking to myself. Yes, I'm in a room talking to myself, but I know that there's a bunch of you on the other end of this. I love this as the best way to engage with my audience. Absolutely. So, hey, Trammy. So how to prepare. Number one, know what your outcome is. Are you just going live to build your audience? Or are you going live to sell? If you're going live to sell, what are you selling? Okay. Second tip, have an outline in a topic. So my topic for today's live was tips to build your audience. And I had 5 tips to build your audience and I had them written out. So I have a project management system where I put all of my content, my YouTube videos, my TikToks and Reels, my lives, when I get back to my podcast, everything is in here. Master classes, work for clients, my emails, everything is in my project management system. So when you are deciding to go live, I want you to choose a topic and I want you to make 3 to 5 talking points about what you're going to talk about. And then make sure you have time for you to pitch what you are selling. So if you want to work with me and you need help growing your business, you already have a business, you need help putting the pieces together, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram. I'm ready to grow my business, and we can talk about working together in the Side Hustle Society. Don't have a business, but you want to start it? I have a group coaching program for that as well. It's called my Brain to Business Bootcamp. We can talk about that as well. But send me a DM and let's chat about it. And you want to make sure that you have your pitch ready to sell. Open the floor for questions, and that's it. If you are worried about people coming on your live and no one asking you questions, write out some of your frequently asked questions. So I have enough people in my audience that someone's going to ask me a question like y'all are asking me questions, right? But when I started, I would write down 3 of my frequently asked questions that people would ask me as a couponer. And then I would say, okay, here's some questions that I usually get. So even if no one comes on, here's some questions that I usually get. I would answer those questions, and then I just upload the replay of my live. If you look at my Instagram, I have not posted a reel or a post in probably a couple months. I just literally post my live replays. So every time I go live, I post a replay there. On my YouTube channel, my lives stay up there. TikTok's the only place it doesn't go because they don't have that option. But I have taken frames from my TikTok lives and posted them on my TikTok. So that's my tips for going live. What is the best platform to stay on? TikTok, IG, or YouTube? Hey, Digital Diva, are you still here? Digital Diva, are you still here? Whoops. Digital Diva, are you still here? Okay, even if she's not here, I'm going to answer this question because this is a good question. The best platform is the best platform for you. So when it comes to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, it really is personal preference. My favorite and main platform is YouTube. Today, as I sit in front of you, I have 2 YouTube channels, okay? Oh, she's still here. Perfect. I have 2 YouTube channels. I'm going to tell you why. When I built Chris the Maximizer, it was all couponing. I have over 40,000 subscribers on my first YouTube channel, Chris the Maximizer. The SEO over there, the search engine optimization, all couponing, all budgeting, all meal planning, all saving money. And when I decided to make my pivot, I realized that it was going to take me years to switch my SEO from couponing and budgeting to business. And I didn't want to do that. I said it's better for me to start a brand new platform from scratch. So that's why I have 2 YouTube channels. I don't really post. I haven't posted on Chris the Maximizer since October outside of my lives. YouTube is my favorite platform because I love the long form content and I love the SEO searchability and I love building the know, like, and trust factor on YouTube. My YouTube videos are on average between 8 to 10 minutes. I post on my Build a Business with Chris YouTube channel 3 times a week. So you get about 30 minutes of content from me just on YouTube. So if someone watches 50% of my YouTube videos, right? That's 15 minutes that they spent with me. At the end of the month, that's an hour that they spent with me. That is building that know, like, and trust factor. And I've educated them a lot. Versus if I post a TikTok every day, even if it's 1 minute, if I post a 1 to 2 minute, if I post a 2-minute TikTok, they've only spent 10 minutes with me in a week. In a month, it's not even an hour. It's about 40 minutes. And that's if it's 2 minutes. Some of them are less than a minute, right? So you build a deeper know, like, and trust factor on YouTube. And this is just me. But YouTube is the hardest platform of all. You got to have a thumbnail. You got to have a caption. You got to have a description box. You got to have good lighting. You got to have good sound. Whereas I can do a TikTok in my car in 5 minutes and call it an afternoon. So for me, YouTube is my favorite platform, but also I'm very biased because I started on YouTube. That's where I built my audience. But I do have more followers on TikTok, but TikTok just grows in a different way. So I think you have to sit down and decide, 1, where your ideal client is. We talked about this at the beginning of this live, where your ideal client is. What platform do you like the most? And what platform is going to give you the results that you desire? They all will work, but you have to decide which one you want to double down on. If I had to pick one, I would most likely go with YouTube. If I had to pick one. Now, if I had to pick 2, I would go YouTube, Instagram. That's just me. So I'm sorry, YouTube and TikTok. I apologize. I'm looking at TikTok and saying Instagram. I would pick YouTube and TikTok. Instagram would be in 3rd place. Instagram and Facebook go together, they would be in third place. But this is just me personally. So I think look at what you are trying to do, what platform serves you better, and go with that one. Now, right now, today, as someone who's been in business for over 5 years, I am posting content on all of them. But as you see, Instagram and my first YouTube channel are only getting live replays. I'm not creating any new content. The only new content I create is for my YouTube channel. The only new content I create is for my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Okay. What's a good side hustle? Okay. So a good side hustle is the side hustle that you enjoy the most. So I am not the coach that's going to say, I have a couple videos like this, but I don't like to do it. You should be a virtual assistant, or the best side hustle to have is to be a coach. The best business to start. No, I can't tell you what the best side hustle is. The best side hustle is, one, doing something that you enjoy. Number two, getting paid the amount of money that you want to get paid for. Number three, setting up the offer and selling the offer that is going to help your people get more of what they want. And then number four, being able to work the hours that you desire. So a good side hustle is the one that you determine is good. I can help you sell anything. There's people out here selling farts in a jar, feet pictures, and a whole host of other things. If I can sell and make 6 figures teaching people how to coupon and budget, and my membership started off at $5, $5 a month is what I was charging when I first started. You can sell anything. So a good side hustle, the best side hustle, is the one that you determine is what you want to do. So perhaps do a Q&A. Absolutely. I love doing Q&A. I love doing Q&A. And Digital Diva is right. The best side hustle solves a problem. So what problem do you want to solve, and how do you want to solve it? With a product or service? I'm sliding in your DMs. Okay. I'll see you there, girl. I'll check my DMs after I get off live. She said she was still here. Good things, you're welcome. A simple product to sell. Okay. There's no such thing. Thanks, Digital Diva. There's no such thing as a simple product to sell. There is no, unless it's a scam. Let's just be real here. Business is hard. Business is hard. Simply. If you want a low barrier to entry, I always say a service-based business costs you a lot less to start, but it's still hard. If you want to sell an ebook, it won't cost you a lot to create, but it's going to be hard to sell because you need an audience. And it's not tangible like you can sell the Fenty lip gloss and you get the lip gloss and you put it on. When you're selling an ebook teaching people how to start a business, I've got to explain what the ebook is, why it's helpful, how it helps you, why you need it. So you just got to figure out, what product do you want to sell? What are you ready to invest your time, your energy, and your money in? Because I have one, I call her my client, my sorority sister that I work for. She sells a lot of products. And working with her in her business, it just made me see, like, it doesn't matter at what level of business you're at. Business is hard. You can literally sell one type of lip gloss. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. So I'm not saying this to deter you. I'm saying this to prepare you. Pick a product that you believe in. Pick a product that you're passionate about. Pick a product that means something to you so that you can sell it even when it's slow. So that you can show up for you in your business even when things don't look right. Because it's never going to be easy. At every level, there's problems and there's issues. People with $1 million businesses are struggling. Now, they're not struggling to pay their bills. They're not struggling to buy inventory. They have different business struggles. But at every single level of business, there is a struggle. It's not easy. I'm telling you. Okay. All right, let's go to the next question. I have a side hustle. I actually do really good with people in my little town. Awesome. I want to start online. I just don't know where to start. Okay, would love to help you. So yeah, you're the perfect ideal client. Love it. So yeah, slide in my DMs and we can chat. We actually have a coaching call for Side Hustle Society tomorrow. So I'd love to chat with you and see if it's a good fit. Okay. So if you want to sell a t-shirt, great. And this is for anybody who wants to sell apparel, if you want to sell tumblers, if you want to sell anything that's custom, right? Selling a t-shirt is great. But why should I buy your t-shirt? What makes your t-shirt different? Because I can get a t-shirt from Dollar General. I got this t-shirt from Amazon. I got them in a pack. It was like $30 for 5 of them, right? You have to figure out what makes your t-shirts different. What problem are your t-shirts solving? This is a dry fit Amazon t-shirt. So it solves the problem of like the shirt doesn't stick to you. I don't feel sweaty. I can work out in it or I can work in it, right? It doesn't look like a workout shirt, but it's very comfortable and it feels good. It's cute. It came in a lot of different colors. So when you are selling this, why should I buy your t-shirt? What makes it different? What makes it different? That's what's important. That's what's important. Any other questions? Those are great questions. So you just want to make sure like you know what your secret sauce is. You know why you're selling what you're selling. Can I do anything regarding poetry? I mean, yes, you can do a lot of things. You could sell your poetry in a poetry book. You could teach a poetry class, teaching others how to write poetry. You could do a lot with that. It's just what do you want to do? Don't ask me, can you do anything? If you had a magic wand and you could wave it, what would you do with your poetry? And do that. If you just want to read poetry, you could literally start a social media account and you just read poetry from a bunch of other people. So you have to ask yourself, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What brings you joy? What lights you up? What gets you excited? We can monetize pretty much anything and everything. You are the determining factor of what gets monetized. I literally made money teaching people how to coupon. I literally made money teaching people how to save money. I literally have made money helping people put the pieces together in their business because they have amazing ideas. They have good offers. They just don't know how to put it all together. I was able to help them do that, help them make money, help them get it together, and they went on their merry way. I would like to motivate and build awareness on life. Okay, that sounds like nothing to do with poetry to me, unless you want to motivate through poetry. That could be different. That could be different. So my secret sauce is I help you where you are and take you to where you want to go. I help you where you are and take you where you want to go. I'm not a cookie cutter coach. I'm not going to force ideas on you and say you should do this and you should do that. No. I want you to do what is best for you. And I am just here to help you get to that finish line. So user 58 something 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 that wants to start poetry. If you want help figuring out what you can offer and how you can turn this into a business, I have a coaching program for that as well. Feel free to slide in my DMs and say, hey, Crystal, I have this idea. I want to turn it into a business, and I would love to chat with you. I actually have my Brain to Business Bootcamp going on right now. In the Brain to Business Bootcamp, we help you start your business idea. We help you figure out your offer. We help you price your offer, and we help you figure out your social media platform to work on, to grow on, I should say. And we do that in 8 weeks. It's an 8-week program. Right now, I'm with a group and we're going into week 3, but there's still space if you wanted to hop in. You could watch the replay from weeks 1 and 2 and jump in with us tomorrow, actually, for week 3. But hey, no rush, just letting you know what's available. You just slide in my DMs and we can chat. And as I said, my group coaching programs start at $200 a month for us to work together. And we meet no less than 4 times per month. So that's 4 coaching calls. And both of my programs have group messages so that you can message me in between our coaching calls. So you're always supported during our time that we work together. Thanks. You can start a great motivational channel with poetry. I got it. I just didn't know where I can grow with it. You can do so much with it. You can grow anywhere and everywhere. Another thing was intimidated because I'm not big with social media. That's fine that you're intimidated. That happens when it's something that's new. But we can work together with, because you just need one platform and we just got to build a plan. Yes, I help with marketing and growing on social media. I'm helping you create the plan. You execute the content, but I'm helping you figure out your content pillars. I'm helping you figure out what types of content to create, and I'm supporting you as you create it. I'm reviewing your social media bio. I'm watching your stories. I'm watching your videos. I'm giving you feedback. So yes, absolutely, we help with, that's one of our core pillars. So in the Side Hustle Society, we do 2 Q&A coaching calls per month where you can just ask me anything. Then we have 3 tailor specific calls. One is all about your offer, perfecting your offer, creating a new offer, updating your offer, all things offer. Second themed call is all about sales. What are you selling? How are you selling it? What is your launch plan? Third, social media. What platform are you on? What are your content pillars? What are you posting? When are you posting? What's your consistency? What is your audience like? Looking at your analytics. We have those 3 calls. So every month, there's one call just on sales, one on your offer, and one on social media. But on the Q&A calls, the Ask Me Anything calls, you can ask me anything. So if you want to talk about social media the whole time, we'll talk about social media. I go to each person, and there's no more than like 15 people, not even that. It's usually no more than 10 people on a call. So you get individual time with me, and we're there for the whole hour. So if there's 3 people and 2 people don't have questions and you have 10 questions, I'm going to answer your questions until the time is up. I'm going to support you until your time is up. Then in our group message, you have questions in between, I will write it out or voice memo you the answers to the questions. So yes, yes, and yes. So just slide in my DMs if you want to chat. Any other questions? Sounds excellent. Yes, I literally created the coaching program that I wish I would have had when I started. When I started my business, I did not have a coach. I got fired from my 9 to 5 on my 1-year YouTube anniversary. I know y'all already know that. I got fired. And I went full-time in my business. I said, I'm not looking for a job. I'm going to turn this into something. Okay. 3 months after I got fired, I hired my business coach. Y'all want to know how much I had to pay her a month? Because I could not find, there was nobody who was teaching couponing in the way that I was. So I couldn't work with another couponer. I needed to work with a business coach that I could talk to. I needed to work in a program, because I was in programs before where it was just a course, right? Where you just are watching pre-recorded content. I was like, no, I need to ask questions. I need someone to be like, okay, don't do this, do this. Okay, do this, don't do that. You need help with this, right? I found my business coach. Her program was $7,500 for 6 months. It was on sale for $6,000. So I had to pay her $1,000 a month. I had never paid $1,000 a month for anything that wasn't rent, tuition. There's something else I always say and I can't think of it. Rent and tuition are number one. My rent was $1,034. My coaching payment was $1,000. I literally almost pooped my pants swiping my card. But I knew that this woman had made millions online. And I knew that if I wanted to make millions online and I wanted to have a successful business, I needed to learn from someone who already had it. I did not have systems. I did not have email marketing. I was charging way too low. My mindset was in the goddamn gutter. Like, there was so much I needed on the back end. After listening to her, because I went to an in-person event with her, after listening to her and I did what she told me just at the event, we did a 3-day event. She coached the heck out of me. I ended up making $3,000 on Black Friday, like a week and a half later, after implementing everything. I went on to make multiple 6 figures. In 2022, I had my first 6-figure year because I learned so much from my coach. Now, would I have eventually got to 6 figures? Yes. Would it have been a lot harder? Absolutely. Absolutely, it would have been a lot harder. But that $1,000 investment was scary. But y'all want to know what I did? I'm Krista Maximizer for a reason. I showed up to every single coaching call. The only time I didn't show up on a call was when I was on an airplane and I could not get on the call. I don't care. I was on those calls in the car. I was on those calls wherever I was on the call. Like if it was a coaching call, I was on it. We also had coaching calls with support coaches. So we had calls with her and then we had calls with support coaches. Sometimes no one else would show up for the call or they would leave early. I stayed the whole hour, picking their brains, answering every single question that I could think of. I was asking them, can you look at this? Can you give me feedback on this? What do you think about this? I literally was the star student for those 6 months. You want to know what happened? Not only did I make more money than I thought that I could ever make, she hired me to be a support coach in her program. Like she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And all the support coaches were so happy to have me be a coach. And I was like, you want me to coach your people? I at that point, I hadn't business coached anybody. I hadn't. Or maybe I had done maybe a little bit of side hustle. Maybe I'd done like a side hustle masterclass and I had helped people like start a YouTube channel because I had YouTube channel on a budget as a little group program. So I had like maybe 2 small group programs. Maybe I helped maybe 10 people. She hired me to coach her people. And I was like, her clients love me. And I promise I'm not just saying that. Her clients freak. I didn't know how good of a coach I was. And coaching her people also helped me fall in love with being a business coach. But that $1,000 a month investment for 6 months was scary as hell. I was petrified. I didn't know how I was going to pay that payment. I scraped together the first payment, literally scraped it together. But I knew that I needed to invest in myself and it needed to be scary because those little $20 a month investments, $100 a month investments, they were not getting me to the level. And I was a small fish in a big pond. I needed that. $1,000 a month. Whew. My mother. Thanks, mother. As soon as I get my funds together, I'm messaging you about coming back to South Side. Yay, we'd love to have you. How are you doing? Scary but worth it. Yes. Oh, thank you, Taisha. You're so sweet. It is scary. Investing your money is scary. So I understand, right? I understand 1000%. It is scary as hell to invest your money because we all work hard for our money. But at a certain point, you got to let your fear propel you into greatness. You have to do it even though you're scared. And I want you to just ask yourself, when have I done something that I was scared and it turned out great? And when have I wasted money? Because I'm not out here wasting thousands of dollars, right? I can waste a couple $100 real easy, right? If you look how much you eat out sometimes, if you look how much you buy stuff that is basically unnecessary that you don't need, I'm like, I can do it. And if you look at yourself and you are door dashing and Uber Eating, right? Even Instacart and out of this world, right? Where can you cut back some things in your life to get more of what you want? Crabs. Yes, crabs is bad. I spend money. Listen, I won't buy myself new clothes, but I will spend $100 on crabs without thinking. No, I did not go to the Nike store and not want to spend $65 on a new pair of running shoes because my shoes literally had a hole in them. Okay. But I spent $100 on crabs without thinking. Awful. I'm changing that, by the way. But if I can waste money in those ways, I can invest money in myself and in my business and in coaching and mentorship and whatever that looks like. So when you're ready, you know that you're ready. No one can push you to that decision. I can't, steal your money or get you to pay. I can't do any of that. I'm just here to let you know when you are ready to take the next step in your business, I am here for you. Now, I will also say this. My prices ain't always going to be at the price that they are right now. Get in and lock in at this $200 a month. I'm telling you that. I had to raise my one-on-one prices. I did raise my one-on-one prices significantly. But my group coaching prices, you can get in for about $200 a month this year. Right? And if you get in at a certain time, might be able to get a little discount. Might even get a little discount off the top of that $200 a month. But as I grow, as my clients grow, my prices are going to go up. And that goes for everyone. Your prices just naturally have to go up, right? If I'm helping clients make $10,000 a month, my prices have to go up. My mother is in the Side Hustle Society. My mother pays to be in my program. And when she be on her stuff and she be listening, she be getting a lot of clients. She do. When she be listening, because sometimes she be like, I'm not doing nothing. But when she's good, she gets it. Okay, any other questions? Ooh, we've been on for a little bit over an hour. Any more questions? So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with KRYS. Build a Business with KRYS. If you want to work with me right now when you're like, Crystal, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm ready to invest the time, money, energy, and effort in myself. I'm ready to have a coach. I'm ready to get help. I'm ready to be supported. Slide in my DMs and let's chat. I have an 8-week program. I got a 6-month program. I got some bonuses going on. You can get a one-on-one call with me. Like, let's do this. Do not let fear hold you back from the greatness that you desire in 2024. We got to do it scared. And don't tell yourself, I don't know what to do. None of us knew what to do. I just sent an email out to my email list that went out. When I started my YouTube channel, this is what I want to tell y'all. When I started my YouTube channel in 2018, I literally woke up one day. Me and Kinsley were going couponing, and I was like, I'm going to record and put this on YouTube. I didn't know how to edit. I did not have a camera. I did not have a microphone. I did not have lighting. I didn't know how to record. I didn't know I should record horizontal. I was this close to the camera. The videos are god awful. The videos are god awful. If you go to my Kristen X YouTube channel, you click videos and you go to like oldest, those videos are got no thumbnail, no description box. My titles are horrible. Okay. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I learned so much about YouTube by doing. I did it scared. I started my business with $0.00. I did not buy anything. Maybe a month in, I bought a tripod off Amazon for $20. Then somebody said they couldn't hear me, so I bought a microphone for like $20. But baby, when I got monetized in 90 days, I started in August. I got my first check in January. It was $342. I will never forget it. I said, these people going to pay me to talk about couponing on Beyonce's internet, something that I'm going to do anyway. I got to quit this job. In that moment, when I got that check on January 21st, 2019, I was like, yeah, I got to quit this job. Because if I can get paid to do something that I actually like to do, Lord, sweet baby Jesus, I knew it was over. I knew I got paid to talk. Like today, right now, no shade to any of my clients. I literally get paid to talk to people. Do y'all know how many times my mother told me I talk too much and to go in my room and shut up? My whole life. You know how many times I got talkative on my report card? You know how many classes I got put out of for asking questions? I need to talk. Best job in the world. Now, is it hard? It is hard as hell. One of the hardest things I've done next to being somebody's mother. I put parenthood and running a business right up there next to each other. Hardest things I've ever done. Hardest things I have ever done. But I would not give up this hard. I would not give up this struggle to go back to a 9-to-5. I would not. I would not. I would not. I don't got to wake up to an alarm right now. Now I'm just whatever. But I'm saying all of that to say, if I didn't start with those god awful YouTube channels when I had no idea what the hell I was doing, I would not be the Krista Maximizer that sits in front of you today. You have to do it scared. You have to do it when you don't know what you're doing. And when you're smart enough to know, like, you know what, let me pay someone to help me. That's what wealthy people do. They pay people to help them or to do it for them. That's how they can make more money. They pay people to get the knowledge. They pay to be in the room with people that can help get them the knowledge, or they pay people to do stuff for them so they can do the things that make them more money. If I would not have started started that YouTube channel on a whim, I would not be the Krista Maximizer that is in front of you today. I believe that wholeheartedly. Hold on, TikTok. Come back, TikTok. I believe that wholeheartedly. My mother says her coaching will help you grow your business. Thank you, mother. She's biased, but she does pay. She does pay, y'all. She be paying. So do it scared. Do it scared. And ask yourself, how much does it cost me not to start? How much does it cost me not to start? If you would have told 2018 Crystal that she would make multiple six figures teaching people how to coupon, that she would be a full-time coach, not waking up with an alarm, she would not believe you. She would not. She would laugh in your face and call you a liar. What I'm doing right now, my little brain could not fathom. So you don't know where you're going to end up. You just have to start. So I don't teach like one-off classes. We do group coaching programs. So they're for specific times. 8 weeks, which is 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. So there's really no starting over. It's just perpetual coaching, if that makes sense. So if you were to sign up for the Side Hustle Society, it would be 6 months we would work together. So 6 payments of $199. Every month it's $199, but it's a 6 months. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do 1 month and cancel. No, it's a 6-month commitment together. And we're just going to coach through the 6 months. Does that make sense? So think about like, you sign up for college. When you sign up for a spring semester, you're going from January to May. And we're the whole 5-6 months together. Does that make sense? And you can pay all at once, or you can do a payment plan. So if you want to pay for all 6 months at once, you can. You want to pay for the whole year at once, you can. Or you can do a payment plan and pay monthly. But it's a 6-month group coaching program. Because 1 month is not enough to get you what you need. Like, if you want to do 1 month, it's going to cost you a whole lot more versus the 6 months. But 1 month is just not enough, right? Especially if you've never been coached and you've never had help in your business. It takes a couple months to just get it together. It takes a couple months to implement what I'm teaching you. And then it takes a couple months for you to actually do it and get support. So most of my clients end up staying with me for about, I would say, anywhere from a year to 18 months. Because as you are doing, you need help. Now, I've been with my coach since November 2019. And I've still been in her programs. Literally. So I was with her for what, 4 years, 5 years? So it's not like a one and done kind of thing. It's you get coached as you grow. I think I have my one-on-one client. We're going on our 2nd year together. Yeah, our 2nd year together. So yeah, it's perpetual coaching. Any other questions? This has been great. Y'all have been awesome. Now I'm going to go take out my hair. So when I go live tomorrow, you're going to see me completely different. I'm going to take this hair out, but I'm going to redo it. So by next week, my hair will look exactly the same. I'm redoing it in the same way, but I just got to take this out, wash it, take it out, wash it, and redo it. So again, if you want to work with me, in either of my programs. Actually, I have coaching calls for all of my programs tomorrow. So if you want to work with me in any capacity, slide in my DMs on TikTok or Instagram. I will check them before I go to bed tonight. Like I said, my programs start around $200 per month. Girl, it's Fenty. It's Fenty the Cream Gloss Bomb Cookie Jar. I did a lip mask and my lips are peeling, so I got black lips. So I've been putting this on to like cover up the blackness. But I really love this. And it smells good. Kinsley always smells my lip gloss. But it's the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream Cookie Jar. It's cookie jar. I like it. So slide in my DMs if you want to work together. If you have any questions, you can slide in my DMs as well. My DMs are open. I do respond to my DMs, and it's me, not a robot or my team. And I will hopefully be live tomorrow. I do have a ridiculous amount of coaching calls tomorrow night, so I plan to go live after all those calls, or I may get spicy and go live in the afternoon. Not sure yet. But yeah, that's all the things. Good night, Natalie. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And I'll see some of y'all in my DMs. I'll see some of y'all live again. My clients, I'll see some of y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Bye.